Do you feel that? That's the trade winds blowing all around the Eastern Conference. So what do we say? Should we go coast to coast, or at least up and down? NBA trade deadline edition. Cleveland, this one's for you. The Cavs, they traded Darius Garland for James Harden. So Brian, does Harden make the Cavs a legit title contender?
Well, they feel like it improves their chances this year, even though Harden is 36 years old and they probably maybe shorten their window. They got to get Donovan Mitchell into a contract extension this summer. They got to try to win the Eastern Conference right now, where they haven't made it to the conference finals with this group. They think James Harden can get them there.
Oh, this is certainly a win-now move. Those wins that you just heard were actually Chiney Ogwumike. So let's go to D.C., Chiney.
Yeah.
The Wizards, they traded for A.D. What does this mean for them?
It means that we have to take the Wizards seriously. I love this. This pick-and-roll combination between Trae Young and Anthony Davis is going to be wild, because Anthony Davis can pick and pop, but most importantly, he covers Trae Young's liability, which is defensively. You see that swap right there? So, yeah, they're finally out of that sunken place, respectfully. Sunken place, moving on up. Once they hit the floor,
yeah, it just
they got to hit the floor.
It's a win. It's a win.
Next
they hit
year.
The floor. Yeah,
Next
it may be delayed gratification there.
But not denied.
Delayed but not denied. I love that. In Boston, the Celtics, they traded Anfernee Simons for Bulls big man Nikola Vucevic. Perk, how does Big Vooch fit your old squad?
The same way I fit with food. Great. Great when you talk about a stretch big, a guy that's going to fit that Joe Mazzulla system. Also, Vooch been playing with a little edge lately. Like, his defense is going to pick up, obviously playing for something. Jaylen Brown, the best two-way player in the game. Peyton Pritchard, I like, hey, watch out for the Celtics as a sleeper.
And you know what? Let's go to Charlotte. We don't say that very often, but we're saying it more now. They traded for Coby White. Danny, how will Coby impact the Hornets' playoff push?
Now, this is a great pickup. I love this. You know, him having LaMelo off the ball some, but Coby White's one of the fairest deals in the league. Obviously, a Carolina kid, so he's just unbelievable. But he knows how to get buckets. He's back home in Charlotte now. The Charlotte's team has been hooping. You know, he fits right in. The pace, the getting up and down, sharing the ball, playing hard. This is a great dynamic with him and LaMelo. So I love it.
Charlotte make the playoffs for the first time since 2016? Well, I suppose that is a question potentially for the wheel. So what we're going to do here is we
Say that again.
I think that's all I can do here. We have our fabulous wheel of the East over here. Danny, would you like to do the honors first?
I'll go, yeah.
Spin, and wherever you land, you have 24 seconds.
It's my first time doing this, by the way. So,
Let's go, Danny.
you know,
Spin the damn thing.
you don't want to break the thing.
Ooh.
Indiana. Give me something. There we go. Something I can work. No disrespect to Indiana, but you know, Miami's got a little more I can work with. Miami hasn't done a lot this trade deadline, but they're in works of trying to get Giannis. I think that's a good move. I know Ja's been wanting to go there, but this team has been good this year. I think they still do need to make a move in order to put themselves back in contention prior to letting Jimmy go. But yes, they have some good pieces. Norman Powell, all-star this year, so I like what they've been doing thus far.
Okay, not bad for your first time at the wheel. Mr. Windhorst, he beat the buzzer, but you want to show him how it's done.
Come on,
Yes,
Wendy.
and I'm not. If I get the Pacers, I'll answer the Pacers question. I just want you to know that.
Wendy ain't ducking no smoke.
Come on, Pacers.
Hey, there you go.
boy.
Similar.
Brooklyn.
So I think the most important thing for Brooklyn is that Michael Porter Jr. is not moving, okay? I think a lot of people thought when they acquired him this offseason, this might just be a holding zone. He's been really good for them. First off, they're tanking very successfully. They're getting blown out every night. They're going to get a high draft pick. But next year, they have to execute the flip. They got to do the flip. The reason they got to do it is they don't control their draft pick next year. Look for them to spend a bunch of money this year and keep Michael Porter Jr. to help them with the rise next year.
Good luck with that one.
Is it my time to shine?
He is.
You know what they call me here? Vanna Black, baby.
Yeah, Black and
Let's do it. Oh, you hear that? Come on, give me something good. Give me something. Oh, wait. Oh, just
Come on, Pacers.
Oh,
there you go.
Hawks. I'm not mad at the Hawks.
Do we get a caw?
Look, the Atlanta Hawks, to me, are a team on the rise. They obviously are building around Jalen Johnson, and to me, if they're able to make the right pieces and continue to make it work, this is a squad that I believe, alongside, that Jazz, the Hornets, everyone else that are actually moving on the way up. So I look at the Atlanta Hawks, they should keep buying. They need a couple more pieces to actually make people think that they're serious, but right now, I feel like this is a team that you should keep an eye on for years to come. And where's the... Okay, thank you.
Buddy Hield,
Thank you.
Kuminga, good pickups.
Yeah, thank you.
Yo, Atlanta's doing some good things.
They are.
They go big dog.
Don't break it.
A grown man spin. You know what I'm saying? A grown man spin.
We got
Oh, we're going to be here for the next 20 minutes.
Oh.
Give me the seeds.
There you go.
Give me the seeds. Hey, look, they just got big Vucevic, Jaylen Brown, best two-way player in the game. Peyton Pritchard been balling. They are my sleepers of coming out of the Eastern
Dark
Conference.
horse.
Because you have Cleveland, the Knicks, Detroit, who all should be ahead of them. But this team mean business. They trying to stand on business. Joe Mazzulla has been coaching his ass off, in my opinion. Should be in the conversation for Coach of the Year. Watch out for the season. The big question
What
is,
about the 76ers
is Jason
where the
Tatum
thing is actually
going to come back?
Yeah.
Well, you know who has the same record as
Oh, it was the
Bucks?
76ers?
You know who has
It was a
the
little
same
bit of both.
record as the
I
Boston
thought it was
Celtics?
over here. Okay.
Perk, do you know?
Oh.
There you go.
But it's driven. The one thing I trust the most is my footwork.
What footwork from Jalen Brunson?
Be able to create space. I think it's very key for me. Use my footwork, keep people off balance, and create enough space for me to shoot.
The New York Knicks have already made a move, and now we're following a developing story out of the Big Apple. For more, we say hello to our senior reporter, Tim Bontemps. Tim, what's happening in New York?
Well, Malika, we talked before about the Jose Alvarado trade and what his role would be in New York. His role will be to replace Miles McBride in the rotation for a pretty significant period of time here. He's going to have a procedure done later this week on a core muscle injury. Could keep him out for an extended period. Miles has been a very important part of New York's rotation, coming off the bench, playing with Jalen Brunson in their front court as a shooter. Jose Alvarado is obviously a different kind of player. He's more of an attacker, getting in the paint. He's a pesky defender. It's obviously the full court Alvarado move that he has perfected, getting steals in the backcourt. But I think you're going to see him and Tyler Kolek come off the bench and play in a similar way to the way that Deuce McBride and Tyler Kolek have over the past several months. So obviously the Knicks losing McBride, a key piece. We'll see if they can get him back in time for what they hope will be a long playoff run. But getting Alvarado in the mix as a veteran guard to have in Mike Brown's rotation is a guy that can plug and play right away, probably potentially as soon as Friday when they have a huge showdown with the Detroit Pistons atop the Eastern Conference standings.
And Deuce McBride, our Vincent Goodwill is reporting that it is unknown right now whether or not he will be available for the playoffs. Tim Bontemps, thank you very much for that insight as we say hello to our senior writer, Ramona Shelburne, who's back with us. Okay, so Deuce McBride out, Jose Alvarado in. What's the state of the Knicks right now?
Look, they've won 8 in a row. I mean, they're doing great.
Yeah.
And so they had a rough patch right there. Jalen Brunson calls this team meeting. They all decide, look, we're going to have to find the answers for ourselves. Like, we don't need to look to anybody else to find answers. And they've just buckled down and got it going here. So I think this is you can't lose Deuce McBride, right? Like, and not replace him with Alvarado. You know New York, Perk. How well is Alvarado going to play in New York?
Oh, he's going to be a fan favorite.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to be a fan favorite.
So for you, Coach, how are you looking at this with the Knicks?
Yeah. Well, I think Jose is a big pickup. You know, obviously Christ the King, playing in front of that crowd. The crowd's going to love him. He's going to be picking up full court. And let's understand the why. I learned that when I first got in the league. Understand why you win, why you lose. They were 2-9, Perk and Kenny, because they weren't guarding anybody. Yeah. They've won 8 games in a row now. We saw a great game last night. Reigning clutch player of the year in Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns having a great year rebounding the ball. But the reason they've won is their defense. Mm-hmm. And you're adding a guy with Miles McBride being out. Jose Alvarado is a guy that teams and players hate playing against because he's going to be in your jockstrap. He's going to be picking you up 94 feet, making you feel him. Really good acquisition. Mike Brown will find a way to get him going right away. But I love how the Knicks are playing. They have Jalen Brunson. We know what he's capable of, and expect them to make a lot of noise this postseason.
Well, I know we're old because the jock shop doesn't exist anymore.
You remember.
We're old, man. But anyway, I will tell you this. If you look at what the New York Knicks, the best thing that happened to the New York Knicks is there was no Giannis trade. Because what Giannis would have did is he would have changed the trajectory of what everyone else could have been in the Eastern Conference. And so since that has not happened, at least with 1 hour to go, the Miami Heat aren't Barrett. You know, we can go down the list. And maybe even if the trade had gone to the Knicks, they might not have been better. They might have just been parallel. And so now I think that the best thing that the Knicks are happening, they remain the top of the heap because Giannis has not moved.
The apple is right in the Big Apple. When you talk about complete rosters.
You said the apple is ripe or right?
He said ripe, I think.
I said right.
Okay, the apples.
So nice and named it twice.
I've been in Texas. I know the Texas. I know that slur.
You also
I know the
been,
Texas
you've
slur.
been down in Beaumont, too.
No doubt,
That's
Beaumont,
another
of
story.
course.
Here's the thing, right? They have the most complete roster in the Eastern Conference, in my opinion, when you look at from top to bottom. You talk about Karl Anthony Towns, but now him and Mitchell Robinson, Big Mitch, they find their niche, right? Rotating minutes, and Mitch did an outstanding job guarding Jokic last night, especially when Cat got in foul trouble. But I'm looking at their bench, and I look at those non-Jalen Brunson minutes. And now you add Jose and then Kolak. Like, they're being able to stay in the thick of things. Well, last year, you take Jalen Brunson out the game and everything will go left. Now, all of a sudden, you got that guard play where you just being able to sustain. And so when you look at that roster from top to bottom, the Knicks have no excuse whatsoever not to get to the NBA Finals. When you talk about having two-way players at the wing position, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, what are they lacking? I'm asking, what are they lacking? What are the Knicks missing? Nothing.
And the one guy you didn't mention, we talked about last night, Landry Shamet.
Oh,
another
yeah.
guy off the bench who's really proven to be a key piece to that team. Scoring, offense, playmaking, veteran player that's helping that bench out tremendously.
Well, Knicks are looking to make their first finals since 1999.